Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess named Snow White. Her skin was as white as snow, her hair as black as night, and her lips as red as roses. Snow White lived with her stepmother, the evil queen, who was jealous of her beauty. The queen had a magic mirror that she asked every day, "Who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always replied, "You, my queen, are the fairest." But one day, the mirror said, "Snow White is the fairest of them all." The queen was furious and decided to get rid of Snow White. She ordered a huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. However, the huntsman couldn't bring himself to harm the innocent girl and let her go. Snow White wandered through the forest until she found a small cottage where 7 dwarfs lived. When the dwarfs returned home and found Snow White, they decided to take care of her and protect her. When the queen learned that Snow White was still alive, she disguised herself as an old woman and went to the cottage, offering Snow White a poisoned apple. When Snow White took a bite of the apple, she fell to the ground unconscious. The dwarfs returned in the evening and found Snow White lying on the ground. They made a glass coffin for her and placed her inside. One day, a young prince passed by and saw Snow White in the coffin. He was moved by her beauty and asked the dwarfs to let him take the coffin to his castle. As the prince was transporting the coffin, one of his servants stumbled, causing a piece of the poisoned apple to dislodge from Snow White's throat. She woke up from her deep sleep. The prince and the dwarfs were overjoyed, and the prince asked Snow White to marry him. She agreed, and they lived happily ever after, while the evil queen received her just punishment.